Hello, I'm here with Kilian Jornet with just over a day and a half to go before the start of the 2010 Western States 100. Thanks for joining us, Kilian. So this is your first race in the United States. Are you excited?
Yeah, very excited because I discovered United States last year in Tahoe, and really it's very beautiful. I'm very excited to running with in these mountains and also this important race.
Yeah, I had a pleasure to run with you during the Tahoe Rim Quest, and I remember talking to you on your final stage. Here you'd run 160 some miles, and you were looking off into the mountains, already thinking about running the Western States 100. So it must be meaningful.
Yeah, this is one of the best races here, and I like it.
Yeah. So to switch to another sport for a second, during a lot of the year you're a ski mountaineer.
Yeah. I just for November to April I just skiing, not running.
Yeah.
I think for training is good because you rest for the legs is different.
Yeah, it's not pounding so much.
Yeah.
So how did your ski mountaineering season go since it went through into the spring?
Yeah, this season very good.
How did you do at the World Championships?
Yeah, in championships I win one race, I finished second in the other, but the winter is very long. It's 30 races in the winter. Shortest it's 1 hour and a half every race, but
that's a lot of hours of racing in one season.
Yeah.
So you were skiing into April. When did you start? You weren't doing any running during your ski season. No. So when did you switch over to running?
Yeah, I started, and the first week in April it's very hard because it's for the legs it's hard, but after running.
Yeah. So you've only been training for running for 3 months. It's actually kind of an inspiration to maybe somebody who's been injured. They sign up for a big race and then they get injured and they have to swim or cycle or do another sport.
Yes,
for some time. You can actually train to run a 100-mile race in the mountains in a fairly short time, as long as you are involved in other endurance sports.
Yeah, but I think this when I train with cycling for the knees also, because it's not so hard, and after I think if you run a lot every day, after is most probably to have an injury that if you combine it with ski or with cycling.
Yeah. So in the April and May, about how many kilometers were you running a week?
Oh, I don't know, because in mountain it's very different.
Yeah.
If you run,
well, how many hours a week?
Hours 25.
25 hours a week of running.
Running, and this year I cycling just 3-4 hours in the week.
Okay, so sort of a little bit of cycling training, but mostly 25 miles of running.
Yeah.
And then in the beginning of June, you had another one of your Kilian's Quest adventures and crossed the Pyrenees, the Pyrenees range, not across the range, but literally from the Atlantic coast of Spain through a couple different countries, but then back down to the Mediterranean coast of Spain. So it was 700 kilometers, or how many kilometers?
More, 800.
800 kilometers, something like 130 or 140 feet of 1,000 feet of climbing. So just incredible. And that was 8 days.
Yeah, for me it's not a record. It's more to discover the Pyrenees.
Where you're from? You're from
I'm from Pyrenees. It's to discover for all the people the Pyrenees. And after it's a race, it's not very hard because it's only 100 kilometers for a day, and I rest slowly. After it's very technical, some parts with a lot of snow to climbing with crampons.
Yeah, crampons on the snow and trekking poles as well.
Yeah.
And there were parts where people had actually cut steps in the snow for you.
No. It's Pyrenees is.
And it was harder than you expected, correct? I mean, it took more days than expected because of the conditions. So that was, you ended that about 2 weeks ago.
No, 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago, okay. And what have you run since then? About how many hours a week have you run?
After I ran 1 week 10 hours and 1 week 5 hours, but speed. After Pyrenees, I don't run a long time. I run shortest 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, but fast trainings.
Okay. And then did you run about 40 kilometers one day in San Francisco, but that was your only...
Yeah, I arrived in San Francisco. I
had to
discover the city.
So you had to step out of your endurance athlete mindset and say, I'm in San Francisco, I need to explore. And that was literally, Tuesday? Was it Tuesday or Monday? Or was it Monday?
No, Monday.
Monday, okay. So here you are, you're at the starting line of the Western States 100. Who are you looking forward to race this weekend? Which runners in particular are you?
I think a lot of runners here. The level is very, very high. I don't run with him. I think that's very all the American runners are very strong.
Yeah.
Very fast.
So the course was just changed earlier this week from the standard course to the snow course, and you've had a chance to see some of that course. What was it? Was it mostly dirt road and 2 tracks?
Yeah. After is the same race for all the races. Yeah. It's the same for all.
Same for all. Yeah.
I prefer the climbing, but it's the same for all.
But everybody has to run those same 100 miles. So yeah, that's a good point. Would you give any? I mean, you've won the Ultra Trail de Mont Blanc twice, correct? Yeah. What advice? But you really consider yourself a mountain runner, a short. Or you've said that you're a mountain runner in the short race sense rather than an ultra runner. Is that changing? Because here you've done the Pyrenees and the Tahoe Rim and...
No, but normally I run shortest, and after every year 2-3 long races, but I prefer running shortest because it's more performance, it's more fastest than after running just 2-3 for the pleasure.
Yeah, okay. Would you have any advice for somebody running their first 100 or preparing for it?
I think for preparatives, enjoy it. When you're training, enjoy it. I think we are here because we love the mountains, we love this environment, and I think the most important is to enjoy it.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Kilian, for taking the time to speak with us.